We live in a world full of dreamers. People everywhere have brilliant ideas and grand aspirations. They imagine success, envision greatness, and talk endlessly about what they want to achieve. But here's the truth: dreams alone are powerless. Thoughts without action are like seeds never planted; they will never bear fruit. Winners, true winners, speak a different language. They speak through action. While others are busy talking about what they might do someday, winners are already doing it. They're making moves, taking risks, and putting in the work. Why is action so powerful? Because action builds momentum. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you create a force that propels you forward. You gain confidence with each step, even when you stumble, because here's the secret: winners aren't perfect, but they are persistent. Consistency is the backbone of success. One step today, another tomorrow, and soon you'll look back and see how far you've come. No one becomes great overnight. The road is paved with small daily efforts that compound over time. And I know sometimes fear tries to stop you. It's that voice whispering, "What if you fail?" But here's the thing: the only way to conquer fear is to act despite it. Every time you face fear and push through, you weaken its grip. Courage isn't born from waiting, it's forged through doing. Remember this: life rewards the doers. The universe doesn't respond to mere intentions, it responds to movement. When you show up, put in the work, and persist through challenges, doors begin to open. Opportunities arise because you are out there making things happen. So today I challenge you: stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop overanalyzing. Just act. Take the first step, no matter how uncertain it feels. Winners don't wait for permission. They create their own path. Action is the language of winners. Speak it fluently, and you will never be ignored. Thoughts without action are worthless. Ideas are the currency of the mind, but without action, they are only thoughts floating in the air, waiting to be realized. The world is full of people with incredible ideas, visions of success, and plans for greatness. They dream big, and their minds are buzzing with possibility. But here's the truth that many people fail to grasp: ideas alone are powerless without the force of action behind them. If you think about it for a moment, have you ever had a brilliant idea, something that felt groundbreaking, only to find it quickly slipping away because you didn't take the necessary steps to bring it to life? Maybe you found yourself saying, "I'll start tomorrow," or "when the time is right, I'll begin." We all know that tomorrow never comes, and the time is never exactly right. It's easy to get lost in the endless cycle of planning, but it's the execution that truly matters. You see, the real winners in life are the people who take action. It's one thing to dream, but it's entirely another to move from that dream to action. Action turns imagination into reality. Without it, ideas remain abstract, never tangible, and never impactful. A person with great ideas but no action will always fall behind those who take small, imperfect steps forward. The most successful individuals throughout history didn't have all the answers before they started; they simply started. They knew that the first step, no matter how small, was the most important. They didn't let fear or uncertainty prevent them from doing. They acted on their thoughts, and with every action they gained clarity, learned lessons, and improved. The momentum from taking action builds a powerful cycle. The more you do, the more you learn, and the more you grow. It's easy to get caught in the trap of overthinking and second-guessing yourself. But when you look at the successful people around you, you'll notice that they don't waste time deliberating. They adjust, and they adapt. By consistently acting on their thoughts, they continually shape their journey, regardless of setbacks. Their ideas come to life not because they were perfect, but because they were persistent. The power of action is rooted in its ability to bring clarity. When you take the first step, you start to see the path ahead more clearly. You gain feedback, make adjustments, and build on the lessons you've learned along the way. Without action, the clarity remains elusive, and all your brilliant thoughts remain dormant, never tested, never refined. So don't allow your thoughts to remain in the realm of fantasy. It's easy to dream about what could be, but until you take that first step, you'll never know what it feels like to transform an idea into something real. Don't let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold you back. The world is waiting for you to act. Your thoughts, your ideas, they have value, but only when they're backed by the strength of action. Action builds confidence and momentum. Confidence doesn't come from wishing or hoping, it comes from doing. The more you act, the more you trust yourself. And with every step forward, you build an unstoppable momentum that propels you toward your goals. Confidence is not a trait you are born with, but a skill you develop through action. When you take the first step, even if you're uncertain, you are sending a powerful message to your mind that you are capable. You are telling yourself, I am in control, I can make this happen. And with that, your confidence begins to grow. But it doesn't stop there. Action is the key to unlocking the momentum needed to succeed. Momentum is the force that keeps you going when things get tough, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when the initial excitement fades. It is the drive that pushes you to take the next step, even when doubt starts to creep in. You think about the moments when you've made progress, no matter how small, and felt a surge of energy to continue. That's momentum in action. It's what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who never quite get there. Why is momentum so powerful? Because it builds upon itself. It's a snowball effect. The more you act, the more momentum you generate, and the more momentum you build, the easier it becomes to keep moving. When you're in motion, obstacles don't seem as large, challenges appear more manageable, and setbacks are seen as temporary. Your mind is focused not on the problem, but on the solution. And that's the magic of momentum. It keeps you focused on progress, not perfection. It's easy to sit back and wait for the perfect moment to act, but the truth is, that moment may never come. There will always be reasons to delay, always something that feels uncertain, always something that can make you hesitate. But here's what separates winners from the rest. They take action regardless of uncertainty. They know that the moment they act is the moment they create the foundation for their next step. That's when the magic happens. The momentum starts to work for you. Action also serves as a feedback loop. When you take action, you quickly see whether your approach is working or not. If something isn't going as planned, you can adjust, refine, and improve. This process of learning through doing not only helps you grow, but it also builds confidence because you begin to see tangible results. You start to trust your ability to solve problems, to adapt, and to move forward despite setbacks. The more you do, the more you learn, and the more you improve. With every step forward, you get closer to becoming the person you envision yourself to be. You think of the great achievements in history, the world-changing innovations, the breakthroughs, the incredible feats. None of them were achieved by waiting for perfection. Each success story started with action. It started with one person taking a step into the unknown, despite the fear or uncertainty that may have been present. It started with action, and from that action, momentum built, and from that momentum, confidence grew. Your success depends not on waiting for the stars to align, but on the willingness to take that first step, to make mistakes, to learn, and to continue. Every time you act, you become stronger. You start to trust yourself more, and as you build that confidence, the momentum carries you through the tough times, until success no longer feels like a distant dream, but a reality within your grasp. So don't wait for the perfect moment, and don't let fear hold you back. Your confidence grows through action, and momentum takes care of the rest. Keep moving forward one step at a time, and soon you'll realize that the path to success was never about waiting for the right moment. It was about building the momentum to create the right moment. Success is a reward for consistent effort. Success is not the result of a single great leap. It is the culmination of consistent daily efforts that compound over time. The idea that success is instant, or that it comes in one grand, defining moment, is a misconception that many fall victim to. The truth is that success is built, not found. It's a reward that you earn through perseverance, through steady, unrelenting work that adds up over time. It's the sum of all the small actions you take, day in and day out, even when no one is watching and even when results seem distant. In the early stages of any pursuit, progress may seem slow. The results might not be immediately visible, and it can be tempting to doubt whether your efforts are making any difference. But this is where the true value of consistent effort comes into play. You are laying the foundation for something greater. Each small step you take is a brick in the foundation of your future success. It might feel like you're moving slowly, but what matters is that you're moving at all. With every action, you are building something that will eventually stand the test of time. You think about the small daily habits that contribute to success: waking up early, setting clear goals, working towards them relentlessly, and not allowing distractions or obstacles to sideline you. These actions don't seem monumental on their own, but when practiced consistently, they lead to extraordinary results. In fact, it's often the smallest of actions that produce the most significant outcomes. Success doesn't require brilliance in every moment. It requires consistency in every action. Winners understand the power of showing up every day, even when motivation is low, even when challenges arise, and even when the future feels uncertain. They don't wait for inspiration or for the perfect circumstances to appear. They know that success is achieved through the constant effort of doing what's necessary, even when the road feels long and progress seems invisible. And this is what sets them apart. They commit to the process, not just the outcome. Consistency also breeds confidence. When you commit to showing up every day, no matter the circumstances, you build trust in your ability to succeed. Each small action you take builds a little more confidence in your skill, in your work ethic, and in your capacity to overcome obstacles. You start to trust yourself, your decisions, and your process. This confidence is not built in moments of victory, but in moments of persistence. It's in the days when things aren't going perfectly, but you continue anyway. The results may take time, but the journey itself is where your strength and success are forged. There's also power in the fact that small actions done consistently can never be overlooked. They may not be glamorous, but they create a ripple effect that builds momentum over time. That's why winners keep moving, even when the outcome is unclear. They trust that the compound effect of their efforts will eventually lead to something great. You cannot underestimate the power of steady, consistent action. It's the quiet force that works behind the scenes to turn dreams into reality. It's easy to become impatient or frustrated with progress. The world often tells us that success should come quickly, that big breakthrough should happen almost overnight. But that is rarely the case. Real, sustainable success comes from dedication to the small, often uncelebrated efforts that we make every single day. Winners understand that success is the result of a process, and that process is built through consistent action. It's not about waiting for a magical breakthrough. It's about trusting in the process and knowing that every little action adds up to something much larger. So, if you ever feel discouraged because the progress seems slow or the road seems long, remember that success is not a race, it's a journey. The consistent effort you put in every day, no matter how small, is the real secret to achieving your goals. Success is the reward for those who are willing to stay the course, to show up day after day, and to trust that each action, no matter how small, is bringing them one step closer to their ultimate success. Consistency is the key to unlocking the doors to your dreams. Keep taking those small steps, stay committed to the process, and success will follow. Action creates opportunities that would not otherwise exist. Many people wait for opportunities to knock on their door, hoping that luck will find them or that circumstances will align in their favor. But the truth is that opportunities are not always something that come to you. They are often created by your actions. It's through consistent effort, decision-making, and taking calculated risks that opportunities manifest. Action is the tool you use to carve out possibilities that would otherwise remain closed. It is through the simple yet powerful act of doing that doors open that you didn't even know existed. When you take action, you begin to move in a direction, even if it's uncertain. You're creating momentum, and as you keep moving, you increase the likelihood of encountering opportunities that you would have missed if you had stayed stagnant. In fact, the more you act, the more your world opens up, simply because you are no longer waiting for things to happen, you are making them happen. If you think about it, how often do you hear someone say, "I wish I had the chance to do this," or "I never got the opportunity to try that"? These words often come from individuals who have failed to take the necessary action to create their own opportunities. Opportunities don't just appear magically, they are born out of the decisions and actions we take, day in and day out. Every decision you make to move forward, no matter how small it may seem, is an opportunity in itself. It could lead you to a new connection, a new skill, a new challenge, or a new perspective. And all of these lead to new opportunities down the road. When you act, you begin to see the world differently. You start to notice things you didn't see before, whether it's a new possibility in your work, a new area for personal growth, or an untapped resource that can help you along your journey. If you're sitting idle, those opportunities remain hidden, wrapped up in the unknown, and you'll never have the chance to reach them. But when you choose to act, even with imperfect knowledge or uncertain circumstances, you start to uncover the layers of possibility that are always around you, waiting to be discovered. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for the perfect opportunity. The belief that there is one specific moment or set of conditions that will align perfectly for them to act is a limiting belief. The reality is that the act of doing something, anything, moves you closer to where you want to be. Opportunities come from stepping outside your comfort zone, from trying things that may seem risky or uncertain, and from getting your hands dirty in the process. It's not about waiting for the stars to align, it's about showing up and doing the work. The more you do, the more you discover about yourself, the world around you, and the people who can help guide you along the way. One thing to keep in mind is that action leads to learning. Every time you take a step, no matter how uncertain, you gain knowledge and experience that sharpens your ability to make better decisions. This knowledge helps you navigate the opportunities you create. When you act, you refine your skills, improve your judgment, and ultimately become more adept at recognizing opportunities when they arise. You begin to see patterns, trends, and openings that would otherwise have been invisible to you. You see how your actions over time have shaped the circumstances and environment around you. Taking action shows others that you are serious about what you're doing. It proves to the world that you are committed to your goals. And when others see your commitment, they're more likely to offer opportunities to help you along your journey, whether it's in the form of advice, support, or partnerships. You can't expect the world to give you anything if you're not actively pursuing your own path. But when you demonstrate your willingness to work, when you show that you're dedicated to moving forward no matter the challenges, the opportunities will start to come. People want to help those who are already helping themselves. In business, in relationships, in personal development, action creates opportunities in every area of life. It's through consistent, purposeful action that you build the network, reputation, and experiences that open new doors. The world rewards those who take initiative, those who seek to create value, and those who are willing to get their hands dirty. When you act, you show the world that you are not just waiting for something to happen, you are actively making it happen. And in doing so, you attract people, situations, and circumstances that can only be created through action. Think about some of the great leaders, inventors, or pioneers you admire. Did they sit back and wait for opportunities to find them? Absolutely not. They acted, sometimes in small ways, sometimes with great risk, but they consistently moved forward. And as they did, they found new opportunities that others would have missed. Their actions built momentum, and that momentum carried them to places they could never have reached had they waited passively for the perfect moment. Action also creates opportunities for growth. As you take steps, no matter how uncertain or imperfect, you get the chance to learn, improve, and adapt. When you fail, you don't just fall behind, you learn what doesn't work, and you're better equipped to recognize and capitalize on opportunities the next time around. The more you act, the more you expand your capacity to handle new opportunities, challenges, and successes. With every step, you open yourself to new ways of thinking, new ways of doing, and new ways of achieving. If you find yourself waiting for a sign or a breakthrough, remember that the true power lies in action. Action transforms potential into reality. It creates the opportunities that will move you forward. And with every step you take, you build the foundation for greater possibilities. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to act. Start now where you are with what you have. Your opportunities are waiting for you, and they're only going to be unlocked by the power of action. Action is the catalyst for personal growth and transformation. One of the most powerful truths about action is that it is not only a means of achieving success, but also a fundamental catalyst for personal growth and transformation. When you take action, you put yourself in motion, and it's through this motion that you begin to evolve into the person you are meant to become. Without action, your potential remains dormant. Action is the bridge between who you are today and who you could be tomorrow. Personal growth doesn't happen by merely thinking about what you want or wishing for things to be different. It happens when you step out of your comfort zone and begin to take deliberate steps toward change. Each action, no matter how small, creates momentum, and this momentum drives growth. The more you act, the more you learn about yourself, the world around you, and what it takes to succeed. Without action, you would never discover the depths of your abilities, your strengths, or your resilience. Action exposes you to new challenges, new environments, and new perspectives, each of which offers opportunities for growth. Every time you take action, you build new skills, gain new insights, and refine your abilities. For instance, think about a time when you were faced with a challenge. Perhaps you didn't feel fully prepared or confident at the start, but as you took one step after another, as you worked through the difficulties and kept pushing forward, you began to realize something powerful you were learning. The skills you didn't have before were now becoming part of your repertoire. The knowledge you lacked was starting to take shape. And most importantly, you were growing as a person in ways you never could have predicted. This is the transformative power of action. In fact, personal growth and transformation are often born out of adversity. The best version of yourself is not found in your moments of comfort. It's found when you push through challenges, when you take action in the face of fear, and when you persevere despite setbacks. Action requires courage, especially when the outcome is uncertain. But in every courageous step you take, you grow stronger, more capable, and more confident in your ability to navigate life's uncertainties. This is where true transformation happens, when you face the unknown and take the leap. Taking action also brings clarity. It's easy to get lost in thought, to wonder what the right next step is or whether you're on the right path. But action clears up the fog. It brings clarity to your decisions. When you start moving, even if it's in the wrong direction, you learn quickly, and the feedback you get from your actions helps you adjust and course correct. You begin to see what works, what doesn't, and what feels right for you. Through action, you align yourself with your goals and dreams in a way that passive thinking and planning alone could never accomplish. Action also teaches you resilience. Personal growth requires the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from failure, and to keep going when things don't go as planned. This is where the real transformation occurs, in how you respond to adversity. Action forces you to face challenges head-on, and it's through these challenges that you develop the inner strength to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. Each setback teaches you a lesson, and with each lesson you grow more capable and more confident. Without action, there is no real test of resilience. Without action, there is no opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong and determined you are. Action cultivates discipline. The more consistently you take action, the more you develop the discipline to keep moving, even when motivation wanes. Motivation can come and go, but discipline is what keeps you on track. When you commit to taking action day in and day out, even when it's difficult or inconvenient, you build the mental toughness needed to achieve long-term success. Discipline is the foundation that allows you to continue pursuing your goals, even when you don't feel like it. And through this discipline, you transform yourself into someone who is capable of achieving remarkable things. The beauty of action is that it's the starting point for all transformation. Whether you want to improve your career, your health, your relationships, or your personal well-being, action is the first step. Action creates the opportunities for growth, and as you act, you gain new experiences, knowledge, and perspectives that help you evolve. And this process is ongoing. The more you take action, the more you will learn about who you are and what you are capable of. Each action you take compounds upon the last, and over time you see a profound transformation in yourself. So, if you want to grow and change, start by acting. It's through action that you will learn, adapt, and discover what works for you. You will face challenges along the way, but these challenges are simply opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Action will teach you lessons that you can't learn from books or through passive observation. The path to personal growth is not a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of clarity, and moments of doubt. But action is the constant that propels you forward. It's through your actions that you shape your future, one step at a time. You don't wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. The only moment that matters is now. Take action today and begin the process of transformation. The person you are meant to become is waiting for you to take the first step. And once you do, you'll be amazed at how much you can grow.